back. Look, it's like you never left. Yeah. Good girl. What? Where did your treats go? Already out there. Hi. You're a good girl. Come here. Hi. So we got our x-ray. So if you think Eve is huge now, just wait another I have to calculate and ponder before I say how many. I have to look at some comparisons. Whack. You're so cute. Oh, time for a rest. Eighth. Okay, so then 45. Okay. What do you think? What do you think? So, that's interesting, right? Because You're very cute, aren't you? So let's say today is the 7th. Let's say today is day 45. Not day 53 or 59. -1. I would put her at only 2 weeks pregnant when she was rescued. Oh my goodness. So then she had morning sickness earlier than usual. Usually morning sickness happens between 3 and 4 weeks. This would have put her between 2 and 3 weeks with morning sickness, which is early, a week early. Oh, should I give you a revolution now, since you're all done? But that puts us at predicted birth date of, let's see. April 27th. So, all right, so we had to adjust our timeline sort of based on the x-ray. The x-ray showed very recent mineralization of the skeletons, of the baby skeletons. Like it's currently happening, which usually happens around 43 days. So 43 to 45, there's no like firm number, but so assuming then that she's at day 45 and average gestation is about 64 days, she would have 19-ish days to go, plus or minus a few. We didn't see it, because it's early. We didn't really clearly see skeletons. We saw 3 that we could count for sure, but it's hard to tell because if some were conceived a few days later, then they would not be showing up yet. And she's gained 2.4 pounds, which is pretty significant weight gain, and she's pretty big, so I don't know. We'll see. We don't have very much experience with early pregnancy predictions, obviously. So so the x-ray helped to clarify the timeline, which is helpful, but did not help to clarify how many kittens are coming out, which is not as helpful. So there's not a lot of data about how cats progress pregnancy-wise, what average weight gain is. Does weight gain correlate to number of kittens? not a lot of data about that. So I'm collecting that data for my cats, but right now it's a lot of just guessing and using the available information to sort of try to predict. But so anyone who's worried that she may be going into labor any moment now, you can relax for another at least 10 days. She was not undernourished when she was brought in. She had good body condition. Which is why it's interesting that she's gained so much weight. So it makes sense to me that she has more kittens in there, and that's why she's gained so much weight. And then we're right on the edge of them mineralizing, which means their skeletons are forming and becoming calcified, which is what shows up on the X-ray. So if we have the first 3 kittens that were conceived are visible, and there could certainly be more. I don't know though, because they didn't seem like they were overly giant kittens. And you would expect if there were fewer kittens, they would be larger, considering the amount of weight gain she's had. So, thanks for CCing, Doug. So yeah, so she's gonna get giant. She's going to get giant. Big girl. She's already pretty big, but she's gonna get much, much bigger. Even if she had 2 weeks left, she would get much, much bigger. So if she goes more than 2 weeks, she's gonna get gigantic. Miss Eve, poor little Miss Eve. Other than that, though, she's doing great. She did great in the car and at the vet. So I think that's all I have to update you on. So we may wait a couple weeks and do another X-ray to try to get a count. We'll see how it goes. Because it really is helpful to know how many to expect, so that we know when she should be done. Because often their organs and things shift around in there to make room for the babies, and then it's hard to tell if you're feeling an organ or another kitten that's still has a ways to go. So it's helpful to know how many to expect, but we'll see. Yeah, so it's good because she'll be healthy, she'll be very comfortable here, and it will give me time to prepare. An extra week probably. So let's see, what's the earliest she could possibly have them if very cute. So even if she's like 48 days along and she goes to 62, that's 2 weeks. So potentially she could go in 2 weeks. So we will update the range. yeah, we do not have access to an ultrasound at this point, but maybe someday we will. I'm going to say, all right, so I'm going to change it to say 14 to 20 days. Probably closer to 20 than to 14. Right, little mama, you got some time to go. That's good. I wonder now I need to probably adjust my... I've been sort of trying to predict the feral cat birth windows based on, partially on Eve. Yes, it's very beautiful. You're very slow blinky today. Let's see, what about Echo? I have Echo at April 18th, so 10 days. Oh, it's hard to say. She's carrying them lower, which typically happens when they get closer. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. I don't know. And April 14th. I don't know. It all seems possible. Who is the other one? Saratoga, probably. She probably needs a little longer. I'm going to update hers. What did I have her at the 18th? 24. Hard to say. All right, I'll turn the sound up. So no baby count yet. Alright, hopefully the sound is better. I turned it up. Okay. On that note, I'm going to get some things done. Tomorrow is going to be super busy because we'll be trapping all day. So I won't have time to do anything tomorrow. Okay. So, I think you should have a nice long nap. Yes, some napping time. It's so cute. Let's put this somewhere. All right. I'll check on you later on.